Welcome everybody, my name is Connor and this is Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto markets. Welcome to the live stream, the Sunday edition. Thank you all for being here. Checking out the chat right now, we got Coin McDog. What's up, Coin McDog? And we got Dre in chat. Welcome guys, let's get some more people in here, let's get some hype in the chat. But with that being said, we're going to get right into today's content. We have a lot to cover today. I'm going to be going over some news, some market updates, some levels to be looking out for, as well as some general discussion that I think will provide some kind of value to you. It'll make more things make sense in this overall cryptocurrency space where it's new, unfamiliar, and a lot doesn't make sense to a lot of people because it's very kind of broad concepts. There's a lot going on. It's a lot to grasp. So I hope I can clear the air for you. So with that being said, let's hop right into today's live stream. Switch the scene over. So we're going to start off by taking a look at the market cap overall. So these are times where you need to have faith and conviction in your investment. Depending on when you did get into crypto, it can be hard for you to have conviction with something that you're just learning about now and the price is down 50% from where you bought it. There's a lot of negativity out there in crypto. In the world in general, there's a lot of negativity. So however you are feeling at the moment about the decisions you've made in the past, you cannot dwell on the past. You need to be looking ahead at all times. All right? Keep your focus on where you are going and what you want. What do you want to achieve and what do you deserve? Okay, you can't expect to get anything. You need to deserve everything. So if you want to make insane gains in the crypto market, well, you need to stick through times like this, because otherwise you're not going to deserve the gains that will be coming afterwards. So Bitcoin is trading at $31,500. Bit of a false breakout last night. We needed to have a close above 32,000 on the 4-hour. We didn't quite get that. We'll be hopping into the charts in just 1 second to show that. But ETH, $1,900 overall. We got XRP sitting at 58 cents. Cardano, this is $1.18 for Cardano. We'll be going over some technical analysis as well. But I know around the $1.20 area for Cardano is a pretty critical level, and then $1 as well. Just from that chart is ingrained in my head at this point in time. So let's take a look at the top gainers. So we got Helium. If you're mining your Helium, let me know in chat. I'm interested to hear about that. We got AMP, T-Fuel, all doing well. Dogecoin had a bit of a revival pump yesterday. Telcoin. Okay, so we got some gainers. Let's check out the losers. NEM, Titan. So I made a video about Titan saying how, it didn't turn out so well. And to be honest with you, there's so much... there's so many options in crypto. I didn't fully go all in, take a deep dive into Titan. It's unfortunate that a lot of people got, hurt with that bank run that happened. But Titan's holding its value. I had a lot of people comment on my video saying like, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about, man. Titan's good." I could be wrong. I mean, I didn't look into it too far. I just saw the news that happened. I have my focus on my investments, and that's the thing in crypto. You can't have your focus spread so thin. There's so many options, so many places to invest your money in, so many protocols to utilize. So I wasn't in Titan, I never have been, and some people are. So if you want to do that, be my guest, right? But personally, my attention is elsewhere, and your attention is the true currency. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody for being here, for their attention today on this live stream. So that's the market overview. There's really nothing exciting happening right now. Everything's going sideways. So with that being said, let's check out the chat. What's going on? Have you checked out Drip Network yet? I have not actually checked out Drip, Mr. G. I should definitely look into that. Maybe type what it's about. I'll look into it further. With that being said, let's hop into some Twitter wisdom from the Crypto Dog today. And the Crypto Dog is saying, when you realize crypto is never going away, and many of these things will still be trading in 10 to 20 years, you begin to understand that will end up making us more money than any of us ever expected. So this is low time preference investing. You can't have an instant gratification mindset in crypto and expect to get rich overnight. That's not how this world works. It goes against the rules, right? Sure, you can strike it lucky with a one-off, but if you want to be a high performer, successful over the long term, you need to be able to withstand the many storms that are going to come along the way. And with crypto, a lot of people have such a short instant gratification mindset because this world gives you everything right away. We have social media, we have Amazon, bam, you order something, it's at your door the next day. And what does this do? It changes your brain to think, okay, I mean, I can, whatever I want, I can have it the next day. But that's not how real life works. You need to put in the time, you need to put in the work, and you need to withstand the bad times to have those good times. And personally, this isn't even that bad. I mean, it's easy for me to say that because I've been in crypto for a few years now. So $30,000 Bitcoin is still like expensive, right? Even though with where we're going, it's dirt cheap. Okay, 30K Bitcoin is dirt cheap. Know that for a fact. Remember, I am saying this right here, right now. Even if it goes down to 20K, 15K, 30K Bitcoin is still cheap. You have no idea where this asset is going in price in 10 to 20 years. It is the most scarce, valuable asset in the world, in history. Best performing asset over the last decade. So change your mindset. Understand that if you lost money in the short term over the past few weeks to months, you're going to be okay. All right? Don't do anything drastic. Get your focus back up. Go to work. Make your money. And invest some of that money so that you can secure your financial future. It's that simple. It's very simple to do. Yes, I talk a lot about trading, staking strategies, more advanced strategies on this channel, in the Telegram and the Discord groups. But at the end of the day, if you just keep it simple, you dollar cost average, you build your strong bags, and then you wait for the market to recover, you're going to make the gains you want to make. You don't need to pay anybody to hear this advice. It's right there in front of you. Literally, have some conviction in your investments. Don't get salty because somebody made a video saying something's going to go up and it drops 3% the next day. Like that's petty, right? Build your bags. Use this moment in time to double down. If we drop lower, continue to dollar cost average, because let me tell you, I do not think that this bull run is over. Crypto Dog is saying 10, 20 years, these prices are going to be dirt cheap, and I do tend to agree with that. So that's a little bit of a Twitter wisdom for you today. Don't get caught up in the short term, guys. With where we are going, this is probably the opportunity of a lifetime. Let's check out what's going on. Diego, what's up, Diego? Saying, man, I don't know if we have 20 years from now how things are going. That's funny. So interesting point you're making there, Diego. Yes, there is a lot of negativity happening right now everywhere in the world, but hey, listen, can't let that get to you, brother. You really just got to be focused on your own life. I pay no attention to it. I pay zero attention to it. I'm focused on my mission, on my craft, nothing else. Everything going on around me can be complete chaos. I don't care, right? You need to have tunnel vision. And listen, I'm human. I'm not perfect. I also get swayed off of my path and my purpose from here and again. But it's not about how many times you get bounced off the path. It's how you get back on that path and keep on moving towards your goals. So I understand what you're saying, but personally, I think the truth will rise above the water, the good will win, and I expect to be here in 20 years thriving. So, hey, we'll see what happens. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be, whatever. Drip token is a certificate of deposit similar to Hex. Drip network is a project that has a feature that gives 1% per day. Very profitable. Okay, so it's a staking token. Very interesting. So yeah, there's quite a few of those. We got Hex, we got Wise token, then we got Drip. So yeah, I'll check it out. We got Junk saying, "Sup everyone, Junk, what's going on, my man? Thanks for tuning into the stream." Diego, haha, 100%, no doubt, my G. That's how it is, man. Just focus on yourself, bro. Everything will be okay. So with that being said, let's hop into the price chart and take a look at what is happening in, first of all, Bitcoin. Then we'll hop into some altcoins as well. So we're looking at Bitcoin on the daily right now, and I do have these trend lines forming a bit of a descending wedge over here. Notice how I do have 3 trend lines, one as a medium, this white one in the middle here. And notice how many times price has been using it as a support and resistance area. Over here, resistance, now over here as support. So this trend line is really being utilized by price at this moment in time. And notice how, we can keep on riding this down lower. So let's drop this down to a 4-hour, because basically I want to give you my scenarios of what I see playing out. Just some hypothetical scenarios. This is not to be taken for financial advice. So we're currently in a demand zone. This demand zone down here at about $31,500 down to $30,800. And the price has been bouncing off of it, and we are currently in the zone. So it's looking honestly pretty weak. We have very low trading volume, not a lot of buying and selling happening at this moment in time. And it's a pretty bearish looking chart. So with that being said, I have some yellow dotted lines. We have, first of all, this is an area of support. We have these candle bodies closing, wicks down in this area. There's no doubt that there are buyers over here at $30,500 down to about $30,100. So if we do break this low right here at 31K exactly, I'm looking at this low right here. If we break this low, I would expect either a reversal from this level, and then we go ahead and test some higher levels, maybe continue to chop around and head higher. And if that doesn't play out, well, then we have the last straw, the last line of defense down here at this low candle wick. I'm looking right here. And this is at $28,800 approximately. So this is like the line that cannot be crossed, or else we head down lower than 28K. So we'll see what happens with this daily candle close happening in about 7 hours time. It is Sunday, the end of the week. I mean the weekly candle close, I should say, not the daily candle close. We'll see what happens with the weekly candle close. Let's actually take a look at the weekly chart right now. So yeah, this week we have a bearish engulfing candle. So not a very good looking week. But with that being said, we're right in demand. We're at support. And what happens when price is at higher time frame demand? It usually plays out where you see some kind of reversal. So this is just, we're going completely horizontal sideways, but this does look actually very bearish. So notice how these candle bodies never actually did close beneath this level here. I'll make this line solid. This level here at about $34,200. We never had a candle close on the weekly below this level, and now we have a bearish engulfing candle breaking down lower. So maybe we'll see some kind of relief rally right before the weekly close. If not, I would expect some lower levels to get tested. And yeah, we got our last line of defense over here at 28,800, and we will see how that does actually play out. Second, my phone is ringing. Okay, never mind, nothing important. Okay, so that is my Bitcoin technical analysis. What do you guys think about that? Honestly, these are uncertain market conditions. We have to wait for a break in structure, and unless we do cross this $28,700 level, we have no break in structure at this moment in time. We're still in the sideways market. So let's wait for that break in structure. Macro speaking, I am still very, very bullish on Bitcoin and crypto. Hence why I'm here speaking to you right now, because we're not going anywhere. Crypto's this is literally just getting started. All right, let's check out what's going on in chat. Diego, crypto will live past all of us here. Yeah, absolutely. Connor, let's go. Yes, sir. 28.7 holding down the fort. Yeah, that's the line that can't be crossed. I'm long on crypto BTC. I was just referring to the whole situation of the world. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. Mr. G saying it's a good time to buy. I'm not going to disagree with you there. I mean, my strategy right now is like make weekly purchases into the coins that I want to like build up. So yeah, with that being said, if we look at like altcoin prices, it is a pretty solid time to buy with where we've been in the past and where I think we're going in the future. I agree with you, Mr. G. So now I want to bring your attention to something that is pretty important when it comes to just knowledge about crypto and Bitcoin in general. And that is the fact that Bitcoin is basically, we'll see what happens. But Michael Saylor is obviously the biggest Bitcoin giga chat out there, the biggest Bitcoin promoter, spokesman, billionaire, CEO of MicroStrategy, founder of MicroStrategy. And he makes the argument continually that Bitcoin is property. It's not a digital currency. And let's actually dive into this, because it's important to know this, because it points us to another cryptocurrency that may turn out to be an amazing pick. And if you're wondering what that pick is, I'll give you a hint. It's a privacy coin, and I'll be telling you what it is in just 1 second. So basically, Michael Saylor says that Bitcoin is the best form of property out there. It's better than real estate, right? There's only 21 million Bitcoins. If you buy a house, you need to upkeep the house. You need to do your maintenance. You got to deal with the tenants if you're going to rent it out. You got to pay your taxes on the property. You got to clear the snow. You got to mow the grass, right? You got to put a lot of work into a property investment. With Bitcoin, you own property in digital cyberspace, and you don't need to do any upkeep, and you can literally lend it out and earn interest on it. Pretty similar to real estate returns, depending on how much risk you decide to take. So here we go. We have Saylor saying Bitcoin is starting to devalue other forms of ownership. People are now thinking about whether to buy Bitcoin instead of choosing real estate, investment stocks, starting a business, or gold. Right? We see that every single day. People, instead of starting a business, they'll just buy Bitcoin. They'll buy Bitcoin instead of buying a house. They'll sell houses to buy more Bitcoin. So it's really insane what's actually going on here. And so with that being said, Bitcoin as property means that it is not fungible. That means if I'm holding a Bitcoin in my wallet and I send that Bitcoin to you, that Bitcoin essentially can be tracked and traced to the point where I know if you send me a Bitcoin back, I could know if that is the same Bitcoin that I sent you in the first place. And this isn't how money works. If I were to give you a $100 bill, you can give me back that same $100 bill, and it would be worth the same amount of value as the other $100 bill. But with Bitcoin, it's not the same. Bitcoin can be tainted. Some Bitcoin is worth less than other Bitcoin. So Bitcoin isn't a currency, because a currency should be worth the same regardless of, it should be non-fungible. So what is a cryptocurrency that is non-fungible and is the true peer-to-peer digital cash? If you guessed Monero, you are correct. So the reason I'm bringing up Monero in today's stream is because there's been I've covered some other privacy coins such as Pirate Chain on the channel. I'm still holding my bag of R. I didn't sell any. But with that being said, there's some stuff going on in the community. I'm not going to really get into it. But basically, I was bullish on Monero before. I've been mega bullish on Monero for like over 2 years now. And that is because you need privacy. You need it. There's no debate about it. You need to be able to have that basic sovereign individual right of privacy, of people not knowing where you're spending your money. Bitcoin is completely transparent. It's open blockchain, open ledger. Everybody can see where your Bitcoins are. Monero is completely private. They use ring signature technology. Basically, they group a bunch of transactions together, a bunch of wallet addresses together in that transaction hash, and it's impossible to figure out where the money came from, where the money was sent, how much money was involved in that transaction. It's completely private currency. It is fungible. If I were to send you one Monero, you can send me any Monero back, and it would hold the same value, and it's not the same with Bitcoin. So, while Bitcoin is $30,000 right now, Monero is $200. Monero, literally $200 on the dot at this moment in time. And I seriously am very bullish on Monero. Circulating supply is currently about 18 million. It does have an unlimited circular total supply, but that is controlled within the protocol by the miners, and there is a pretty complex way of how that does work, where it can't just be overly inflated. So Monero is the true peer-to-peer digital currency. If you want to own property, you own Bitcoin. If you want cash, if you want cold hard cash, you own Monero. So I wanted to make that a point in today's stream that this one should undoubtedly be on your watch list, because with things going like our guy Diego said, if things continue down this path, then you're gonna need some Monero. Keep that one in mind. Okay, so with that being said, let's see what's going on in chat. Keep accumulating, yes sir. Dollar cost average. Tristan guessed XMR, yes sir. You guys got it right. We got Rigoberto in the house. What up, Empire? I got you live on the TV while I do some house cleaning. Hey man, I love it. That's how you multitask. All right, put me up on the big live or on the big TV. I like that a lot. So with that being said, let's take a look at the Monero price chart. See if we can spot some levels on the chart. So on the weekly, yeah, things are looking pretty bearish. But with that being said, that's just how emotions work. You're bearish at support and you're bullish at resistance in the range. But we did actually, if we close beneath this yellow dotted line on the weekly, you know, that's closing beneath a pretty key support level. So yeah, that's bearish. Just looking at the chart, telling us what the chart is saying to us. So if we do break that, I mean, we dropped down to $125 in this dip in May. So this is your next level down here, $125 Monero, which is an absolute bargain if we see that again. Man. So I remember last year when the big crash happened in March. We can actually go back on the chart. Right, it's right here. So I remember last year when this happened and everything was just dirt cheap. And I was checking prices every single day as we were going up. And Monero was around $50. Yeah, this is where I actually got most of mine, right here. So, I mean, there's no way, in my opinion, that we go back down to these levels of like under $100. Like if we go under $100, I seriously doubt we will ever break this previous resistance now turn support over here at $120 ever again. Like if we go beneath $120 for Monero, just back up the whole truck, like refinance that. Not financial advice. I'm being kind of like not really sarcastic, but in a way. But yeah, if we drop down this low again, man, what a golden opportunity. What a golden opportunity, seriously. So this is what I'm looking at right now for Monero. $125. Not financial advice. Okay, let's check out what's going on in chat. Check out Dash. Yeah, I know about Dash. Has high use. People in Venezuela and other South American countries using it to transact. Platforms using it as a form of payment is relatively cheap. Yes. Thanks for distinguishing between Bitcoin and Monero. No problem, Dre. So yeah, Dash, it's a solid project. It's not privacy by default, though. So, I mean, that's why I'm bringing up Monero in this case. But yeah, Dash is solid digital cryptocurrency. It's a currency, right? So that actually brings up a good point. Like, we'll take a look at the market cap. And you guys, if you're new, you need to be able to distinguish what is an actual currency and what is a protocol with a governance token on the market cap. This way you can better understand what you're investing in. So Bitcoin, you call it a currency, you know, even though we just discussed its property, but really, I will call it a currency. Ethereum is used to power the Ethereum virtual machine, so you can call it a currency in that sense. It's like the gas to power the car. Tether, clearly. Bitcoin Cash, currency. Litecoin, currency. Monero, currency. Dash, currency. And a lot of these other coins are just literally governance tokens for their protocol. Dogecoin, currency, even though it's pretty much like the wild wild west. And I'm not going to talk bad about anybody investing in Dogecoin, but just the people don't really seem to have a solid grasp of cryptocurrency when they only own Dogecoin, right? The fundamentals are not there. So be able to distinguish what is a currency and what isn't. Dash, yes, it's solid, but I don't own any Dash. So yeah, with that being said, let's take a look at some projects, speaking of protocols, that you should check out because they are doing a lot right now. First one I want to bring up is Mirror Protocol. Basically, this is in the Terra ecosystem. I've been making some content recently about how to earn 20% on your UST stablecoin on the Anchor protocol in the Terra blockchain. So basically, the two main dApps in the Terra blockchain are Anchor and Mirror. And Mirror is basically like a decentralized finance hub. Currently trading at about $3. So we can head over to the dApp, and basically you can go ahead and mint pretty much synthetic assets. You can trade stocks, you can trade all kinds of commodities, right? You can farm, you can borrow against your crypto, you can do a lot in the Mirror protocol. So this is pretty much like the main other dApp in the Terra blockchain. So I highly recommend you you play around with it, you experience it, and if you want to really go all in on something, definitely do your due diligence beforehand. But yeah, Mirror and Anchor are definitely the two main dApps in the Terra Luna ecosystem, and Luna is another one of those picks where it has so much potential. Should definitely be on your watch list. And yeah, I am very bullish on Mirror. So check it out on your own. Just wanted to bring that up. Did you hear about the EU launching a Euro digital coin with Cardano? I actually did not hear about that, Tristan. I'll look into it right now. Why not? See if there's any articles on it, because that does pique my interest that they would choose Cardano. This is an old article. No, I didn't hear about that one, Tristan. Very interesting that they would choose Cardano as their blockchain of choice for that. Being that the U.S. government has already pretty much chosen Ethereum. Ethereum is no doubt the front runner for governments to choose, and Mr. G says he hates ETH, that it's too slow and expensive, and yeah, it is slow and expensive, but it was the first one that pioneered everything that we do have today. Right? It has a first mover advantage, so that is why they are upgrading the network to Ethereum 2.0 and EIP 1559. It's not perfect, but they literally took a way different approach than Cardano. Cardano took the academic approach of making sure that everything is perfect. Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin, Gavin Wood, they literally just took massive action and made it happen. And this brings up a pretty important lesson, actually. Personally, I like Ethereum better than Cardano simply because of that fact. Simply because they literally just put their head down and they took action and worked. Cardano thinks too much. They do. It's too school-like. It's too academic for me. If you guys know my background, I actually left school to pursue business in the real world because I couldn't deal with just studying all the time and putting all this information in my head that wasn't serving me. I wanted to take action, and that's what Ethereum did. Right? They put the academics to the side and they just went and made it happen. And the fruits of their labor show for themselves, really. So, yeah. Apparently, Hoskinson was identified in the flaws in the current stablecoins. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely flaws, but it's so early that the kinks need to be worked out over time. So, with that being said, let's hop into the charts right now. First one I want to go over is Ethereum. Take a look on the 4-hour. So for ETH, we are just hugging this downward sloping trend line over here from the top. You redraw this. So basically we were using it as support, and then we were kind of using it as resistance. Remember, if you guys watch my trend line area, trend lines are just general zones. They're not perfect. So notice how these, I mean, we kind of had a touch right here, but it was being used as resistance, and now it's being used as support again, and we're just hugging it on the way down. So for ETH, if we do end up breaking this zone down here, this level of demand at $1,700, which personally, I don't expect us to break this, but if we do, I have my next zone lined up here at $1,600 down to $1,550 for Ethereum. That is this reversal, this low down here. This is a level of demand as well. So this is the daily as well, actually. So we are now trading beneath the 200 EMA on the daily. We're using it as resistance. But we are at support, we are at demand. These market conditions, if you guys are going to be trading, you need to be scalping. So you need to be looking at like a 15-minute or a 5-minute chart if you're going to be trading in this market. Or you could, of course, just be trading the overall higher range. But it's so choppy. And with my style as a swing trader, I'm really mostly on the sidelines right now, just dollar cost averaging. So be clear about what your strategy is. I've taken a few, scalp trades, but overall, I'm on the sidelines waiting for things to really clear up, so that we can. I'm a directional trader. I like to trade with the trend, and there's no market trend right now. So, yeah, Ethereum, we have the demand zone 1830 down to 1700. If we break that one, which I really don't expect us to, but if we do, then we have 1600 down to about $1,540 for ETH. And when I give these levels out, guys, I highly recommend you have your trading view open as well, and you mark them on your own charts, because the more that you are actively charting, the quicker you're going to be able to get these patterns down. And trading is really a game of pattern recognition. If you want to be able to spot opportunities before they do play out and make successful trades, you need to get very good at charting and then executing. And by executing, I mean actually going into your exchange and placing the order, putting skin in the game. You need to have skin in the game to learn. So get familiar with your exchange platform. Really become a master. Know all the features. Know how to use it. Know where all the buttons are. Super important if you want to be a successful trader. Right? You need to be on both. You need to be both on the charts and in the actual exchange. And honestly, if you're scalping, if you're day trading, like on the 5-minute, 15-minute chart, it's really better to do all your charting right on the exchange chart. So keep that in mind. A little bit of a pro tip for you guys who want to get more into trading, that are trying to figure it out. It's worth it. I highly recommend you learn how to read technicals, and you get familiar with the exchange and become a pro at using it, because it pays dividends in the long run. So at this moment in time, put in chat if you want me to look at any altcoins. I will be happy to take a look at the alts. And while you guys do that, I want to talk about the fact that there's talks about making basically a decentralized social media on Ethereum. So there are already a few blockchain-based social media platforms, but they haven't really caught fire at all. Nobody's really been using them. It's hard to get people to adopt your brand new platform when we have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have Facebook, we have YouTube. They already work. Our brains are conditioned to go to these platforms already, because what it is, it's like a little drip of dopamine. Imagine like everybody, even I get caught up with this problem from time to time, like mindlessly scrolling on social media and consuming content, wasting my time. So basically, you need to think of it as like a dopamine drip. Like when you're just looking mindlessly at your phone, you're literally giving your power away to something that's worth nothing, not worth your time at all. So you need to literally take that drip, that dopamine drip out of your arm and go do what you need to do. I get caught up with it too, right? But it's all about snapping out of that trance and getting back to what you have to do, right? Be a creator, not a consumer. I cannot recommend that enough. Right now, the whole entire world is trying to get you to consume. But if you can be a creator and not a consumer, that will put you in the driver's seat. So yeah, we have Aave talking about they want to develop a Twitter on Ethereum. Basically, Jack Dorsey is saying how they're creating a new business focused on building an open developer platform with the sole goal of making it easy to create non-custodial, permissionless, and decentralized financial services on Bitcoin. So basically, they want to build something very similar to Aave. This is Aave's decentralized application, their DApp. Jack is trying to build something similar on Bitcoin, where you can do lending, you can do borrowing, you can earn yield, right? If you want to stake your Aave, this is how you do it, by the way. Up here on the top, it says stake. You literally just go stake Aave. I made my staking video. This is just how you do it, right? You literally, it's very simple. It's a one-click button, very easy to do. But yeah, the fact that Jack Dorsey wants to make a full-fledged decentralized financial services application on Bitcoin is very interesting. And basically, the founder of Aave is saying, since Jack is going to build Aave on Bitcoin, Aave should build Twitter on Ethereum. So that brings us back to the beginning of the stream, where we were saying that there's a lot of negativity, whatever. I think a decentralized social media application that everybody uses would be very good, right? Because I think everybody should be able to voice their opinion no matter what. And you need to have a decentralized platform. You can't have a centralized platform and do that nowadays. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it's just this is just an article really for clicks, I would say, but it is interesting nonetheless. The fact that that there's talks about this, because we need it. We need decentralized social media. We already have Theta, we have Library, Odyssey, there's BitChute. So we need more decentralized social media, and we need one to catch fire as well. So this way people start using it, people start creating on it, and it becomes the main go-to, no questions asked. So that would definitely help out. Okay, let's see what's going on in chat. What do you think will be the ETH killer? So I don't think there's going to be one ETH killer. I think things are going to work together in synchronization. I think that Ethereum will have its role. I think Polkadot will have its role. Cardano will be competing with market share. BNB will be competing with market share. I really don't think there's going to be one ETH killer. I think that everything's going to just kind of smooth over, and everything's going to start working together as one. And it's an open market. And with an open market, the platform with the best features will win. And right now, Ethereum has the most developers. It has the most dApps. So Ethereum really is kind of like the easiest to build on right now for those reasons. So if we're going to see Ethereum be dethroned, well, then we need a platform that is adopted and then offers really additional features that Ethereum can't do. And Ethereum's biggest plague is the gas fees right now and the slow network times and congestion, and that's all set to be fixed. So I don't think there's going to be one ETH killer personally. So we have Junk saying, solid advice, bud. I spent a week doing 10 USDT trades, like $10 worth of trades, only to really understand without severe consequence rather than learn those lessons cheap, right? Yes, absolutely. That's the exact point I was trying to make. Junk, thank you for bringing that up. Guys, you don't need to put a lot of money on the line to learn. Start with very small amounts and get good at placing the orders, executing, sticking with your decisions. Because it's very easy to get in your own head when you're trading. Trading is an emotional game, right? You have your money on the line, and when we're talking thousands of dollars, you can make rash decisions. But if you do practice and you stick with your plan, well, then you're going to be emotionless. You're going to be like a robot pressing the buttons that you already pressed hundreds of thousands of times, and you're going to be successful at it. So, Junk, good for you, my bro. Keep on practicing. If you got it down, work your way up to higher amounts. And hey, man, the market is ever providing. It will always be here. So it's literally like trading. You're either a good trader or you're a bad trader, and from day to day that can vary. So you need to show up ready to go every single day when you're trading, right? It's a full-time job. It's active. Like it's like you're going to compete in a sports game, right? And you're playing to win. You can't go in, and that's super critical. This applies to all areas of life. In sports, in trading, the second you get too overconfident, like, oh, I had that one trade yesterday, I made $5,000. I'm so good. Man, I really know what I'm doing. If you take that attitude going into the next trading day, you're going to get wiped. You're going to lose everything you just made. You can't be overconfident when you're winning. And when you're down losing, you can't be too down on yourself either. You literally need to just identify the level on the chart, put your line there. You say, okay, I'm going to go long here or I'm going to go short here. This is where I'm going to place my stop loss. This is where I'm going to take my profit. And that's all there is to it. Be a robot in the markets, and it will always be there for you. You can always have the ability to pull money out of the market. So get that skill down. Trust me, it's worth it. Let's see. Tristan KC. A decentralized, non-totalitarian platform would be welcomed. Yes, it would. I agree. What is your thought on this token? Strikecoin on BSC. Never heard of that. Never heard of Strikecoin. I'll check that out. Hello, bro. You got to take that dopamine drip and put some in drip. Yeah, you got to be the drip, right? You got to be the creator. You can't be the consumer, right? So take the drip out and start putting inside of the drip. I like that. I like that a lot. Mr. G. Ave gang all day. Dorsey, Zucker, Bezos are involved in. Yeah, they're pretty sketchy. I'm going to invest in the Terra Luna staking protocol, get that savings account up. Yeah, Anchor is legit. 20% right now. It's probably going to lower the rate as more people start to deposit their money in. But hey, lock in that 19.39% while you still can. Get as much as possible. And the best other out there that I know of is Celsius at 8.88%. So you're getting over double than that on Anchor. So yeah, check that out. Yeah. KCS or DOT, we'll check those out. What's your prediction on crypto going mainstream? There is still a huge amount of the world population that does not know of crypto. Very good point. Dre, we're going to check out Qcoin and DOT in just 1 second, but first I'm going to address Rigoberto right now. So my thoughts on crypto going mainstream. So right now, people are still heavily reliant on the mainstream narrative. If the TV is saying it's bad, they think that it's bad. So with crypto right now, the TV is saying that it's bad. So people are like, oh, crypto, I don't like crypto. What is that? Right? They don't understand it. So that is why I take this channel pretty seriously, because I feel like I have a role to play in this. I need to educate people and make them understand what exactly is at play here, because in order for crypto to go mainstream, we need mainstream understanding of the fundamentals. So we'll see what happens, right? Like when Elon Musk was saying he's going to put $1.5 billion dollars of Tesla's money into Bitcoin, there was a bunch of like really positive articles in the media. All these big billionaires were investing in the mainstream media, is making articles saying how Bitcoin's the next great thing, and then they just flipped their narrative overnight. Now they're back to saying that Bitcoin is bad, yada yada yada. So they flip-flop back and forth to keep the masses in this constant state of confusion. So in order for crypto to go mainstream, we need people to get educated. We need people to understand and learn. And yeah, so we'll see how that does actually happen. It would be nice if we had the mainstream media to help us out with that cause. But hey, at this moment in time, it's bearish in the media. But literally, towards the end of the year, watch them flip bullish again, right? And then after that, they're going to flip bearish again. So yeah, we need people to wake up, basically, for that to happen. I got a medium-term outlook on Anchor when the market turns bullish again. We'll check that out in a second. Right now, Rigoberto, I hope that answered your question, bro. There's no one answer to that, right? It's kind of a speculative question, but yeah, we need people to understand what's going on here. And for that to happen, they need to invest their time and energy into understanding. And a lot of people don't like to invest their time and energy, right? They just like to go about whatever they're doing and never change, which is a shame, really. Right, we need to be constantly growing, constantly evolving, constantly getting better, learning new things. Otherwise, we're wasting our potential here on Earth. So, yeah. Okay, so Qcoin. So I'm going to draw a line right here. Notice how this is a pretty key level of support resistance flip. over here at $9. That's where we're pretty much currently at. So with Qcoin, I would expect, let's see how much we did retrace so far from this move. So we retraced past the 50% mark, but we've now reclaimed the 50% retracement on the daily. So Qcoin is going to be a big winner. There's no doubt about that. I see it reaching, you know, $40, $50, $60 easily, and then maybe even pushing towards 100 in a parabolic move up. So, I mean, in terms of your levels to buy, we have this downward sloping trend line that I haven't taken off the chart since back here in April. So, you know, if we have another sell-off, I would just use this trend line as your guide. And of course, if it does match up with other levels on the chart, such as other supply and demand levels, that's even better. Yeah, Qcoin spiked up right into the supply zone. So yeah, I would say at this moment, let's actually drop this down to a 4-hour. So clearly over here, so we got rejected right here in the support resistance area. So shorter term, let me get rid of this line. Shorter term, we are just now reacting off of these levels here. One here, some here, some here. So what I actually do expect to happen, and we're downtrending. So remember, the trend is your friend until the very end. We did break the downtrend and we did make a W pattern. Right here, we have a slight W. Now we're pushing higher. So be weary of this. I wouldn't be surprised to see a retest of this trend line. And if we look down and to the left, we do also have some demand over here, which lines up with the golden pocket. So yeah, choppy depends on what the rest of the market is doing, but I would look at the $8.75 level down here for an opportunity to pick up a long. But yeah, overall, this chart, it just pumped, right? Now it's retracing. Yeah. Honestly, not the prettiest looking chart, especially given these market conditions. So, you know, we need to we also need to break this supply zone up here to push higher. So this would be this is where sellers step in, and down here is where buyers step in at about $8.70 for KCS Qcoin. And now Polkadot as well. So let's zoom out, take a look at the higher time frame. So we did break beneath. Yeah, DOT is looking pretty bearish, and your next area would be down here, $10 for Polkadot. So it's looking like we're gonna get a test of this level for DOT, $10. Right, where we broke beneath this red line. This is like the line that couldn't be crossed. We broke right beneath it. Looks like we're going for a retest of it right now. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this $10.70 level get hit on DOT. So check that out. Shame to see, really, being that we were up here at, what was it, $55 all-time high? $50. Yeah, that's crazy. Welcome to crypto, guys. This is how it works. And I really think that this bear cycle that we're in right now, this isn't going to last all year. These prices are not going to last long. So $10 for DOT is your next opportunity. And then Anchor for a medium-term outlook. Okay, we're trading beneath 200 EMA on the daily. We haven't had any kind of death cross yet. About to, though. Okay. Let's So for Anchor, if we're going to keep on dropping lower, realistically, I mean, this is too big of an area. So how I'm going to chart Anchor right now is I'm going to take this one candle right here with this long wick, and I'm going to use this to measure my demand zone. I'm going to take it from wick to wick, from 4 cents down to 2.5 cents for Anchor. And with that being said, we can take the fib, take it all the way down to the bottom, and see that we do have, so yeah, we're currently, we bounced off the 78.6, and I wouldn't actually be surprised, because this is a downtrend. Again, we want to trade in the direction of the trend. So we're making lower lows. So unless we see a W reversal out of this fractal here, right, unless we see price come retest this level but not make a lower low and then create a higher high, that would confirm an uptrend, a trend reversal. But at this point in time, it's still a downtrend, meaning we could see further downside on Anchor in the medium term, meaning that we'll probably test this lower level here at 4.1 cents down to about 2.5 cents for Anchor if we do continue to drop down lower, which is pretty plausible right now, you know, being that Bitcoin is going to close the weekly, the bearish engulfing candle. So be on your feet, be ready to be ready for what does happen. We could see a scenario where we have a huge market nuke. Let me go to a weekly. So let's remember back in March, this week over here, this was a nuke, and it lasted for like 1 week, right? You could have bought the bottom for like a day, maybe 2 days. So I don't think we're gonna have I think it's, if we go down lower, it's gonna be a nuke, I think, and from there, I think it's gonna start a recovery. I think it may be similar to last March. This is pure speculation, of course, but with that being said, be prepared if we do just go ahead and nuke. This could be the start of it, this bearish engulfing candle. Wouldn't be surprised to see another one of these if we really do start to close beneath these levels down here. And it won't last long, I think, so just be ready for it is what I'm trying to say here. Let's see what else is going on in chat. I just believe so deeply in crypto, mainly blockchain. I drown out all the noise. Yes, sir. We got Jan in chat. Jan, thank you for joining us today. What's going on? Mr. G says only 1 trillion market cap compared to gold is 8 trillion compared to S&P 26 trillion. Global real estate market cap is even higher, so crypto has a lot more growing to do. Well, when you put it like that, Mr. G, when you compare it to the other asset classes out there, yeah, we have a lot of room to grow. We have so much potential ahead of us, and like we're living in 2021. The whole world is going digital. We need digital money. So yeah, gold is definitely going to be dethroned. We got Dre saying $10 DOT. I will hate, but I will also buy too. Yeah, definitely. If you were buying DOT at $40, $50, and you know, you count it off and you stop buying it at $10, you're not being a good investor. You need to be able to have the conviction when price is down. You want to buy low and sell high. So use that as a lesson. If you were buying the assets at the top and now you're scared to buy them at the bottom, you need to flip your thinking, right? Your psychological conditioning to think that only buy things when they're going up in value needs to be changed. You need to look at it from that different perspective. When it's down in the gutter, that is the time to go long. So let's take a look at something that I am optimistic on, double downing recently, because I'm expecting a very strong run on the next leg up at one moment in time, and that is Harmony 1. So with altcoins, I talked about it on last week's live stream about how everything has a different market cycle and how everything pumps at different moments of time. So this is Harmony 1 on the weekly here. Man, a lot of weeks have passed by. This feels like yesterday we were in March and this was just pumping. Time flies by. But with that being said, this gives us more data, right? This gives us more data to go off for the next one. So when we do end up breaking this all-time high on Harmony 1, we can look at some levels where we may go in the future. And 33 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents, right? So 50 cents would be a little less than a 10x. It'd be like an 8x from here about, maybe like a 7.5x. So you put $1,000 in, you get 7.5 grand out. That's a pretty decent return on your investment, even if it takes a full year. Who cares, right? So yeah, Harmony 1 is something that I am keeping close tabs on. And notice how I do have the level down here at 4 cents to 3 cents. This is like what I'm waiting for, really. Like, if we get these levels again, guys, this is such a blessing. Even though it like Dre said, it hurts in the short term, but in the long term, it is such a blessing to be able to buy at these low prices with where we're going in the future. So don't get discouraged. Have your picks. This is one of mine. No pun intended, right? One. But yeah, don't get discouraged by these low prices. You use the opportunity to build your position bigger. That's all you can do. Don't get too caught up. You know, like I always say, if you're trading right now, you should only have 5 to 10% of your overall portfolio in your trading account that you're using to risk. And that rest of the 90% should either be staked, parked away, earning interest on it. Or, you know, if you want to do things such as lend them out, take out a loan on something like Celsius to buy more, you know, that's up to you if you want to go that route. You need to know what you're doing if you do go that route, but you need to always have your money be working for you, and you need to be always investing in either things that are going to make you money or in your own knowledge base in yourself, so that you can essentially do what you want to do with your life. So yeah, guys, Harmony 1, check it out. Bullish. So let's see what's going on. Mr. G, if you aren't already, come join us in the Telegram. Got Discord membership too. Yeah, Dre, I second that. At least join us in the Telegram. If you want to really take it up a notch, join us in the Discord. Mr. G saying, I speculate this market condition was caused by whales taking profit. These whales will return, and when they do, it's going to be a fun ride to the top. Yeah, crypto, that's the beauty of crypto. You have no idea. That's the beauty of trading in general. You have no idea who is on the other side of the position. You can literally have the richest people in the world on the other side of your trade, and you have no idea. So yeah, there's total manipulation in cryptocurrency. Like, the market is so manipulated, but whatever, you just got to be on the side of the manipulators if you want to make profit. Think how they think. Obviously, don't be sinister like they are, but, you know, look at the charts, see what's going on, do what they do, and take money from the market, right? Like I've said before, the market will always be there. So who cares if it's manipulated? Yeah, whales taking profit, making the uneducated investors get totally wiped out, which you hate to see, but this is a dog-eat-dog world at the end of the day, and crypto is the wild, wild west. So if you're going to be partaking in this market, well, you need to be prepared to learn some hard lessons along the way. I think everybody who's watching this, we have 19 viewers, by the way, and only 9 likes. Guys, if you're watching this right now, smash up that like button and let's get some hype in the chat. But basically what I'm trying to say is, I'm sure all 19 of us right now watching this have experienced some very hard, costly lessons in crypto, but it's only made us better in the long run. So you're going to have to pay your dues regardless, no matter your skill level, no matter where you're at. New lessons are always going to be coming up. You're going to be making mistakes. We're all human at the end of the day. We make mistakes, but you need to learn from the mistakes so that you're ready for the next time that the situation comes around. You know how to act. You're prepared already, and you're ready to go. So with this pure manipulation, if we remember at the top, I was so euphoric at the top. Like I said in the past, I took some money out, like I took my initial investments out, but I should have taken way more profit at the top. So use that as a lesson. When you feel so optimistic and so euphoric, that's the time to sell. And right now, when we feel really bearish and we're scared, we want to run away with our tail between our legs, that's the time to buy. So think how the market manipulators think. That's a criminally low view count. Yeah, I agree, Junk. We got to get this content out to more people. I need to step it up. So YouTube is all about consistency. You need to be consistent on whatever platform you're on to really grow and get a bigger audience. So yeah, I need to step it up. I need to be more consistent with my content. But nonetheless, I appreciate all of you guys for being here, for supporting me, for supporting Crypto Empire. And we're just getting started here, guys. Like we said in the beginning of the stream, crypto is going to be here in 10, 20 years, which means Crypto Empire will be here dominating in 10 to 20 years' time. So if you're watching this right now and you're not already subscribed to Crypto Empire, I don't know what you're waiting for, man or woman. Hit that subscribe button now and like the stream. So what's going on? I got my bag of one, just hodling. Yes, sir. Hodl on. We got Mr. G now in the Telegram. Let's get it. Welcome. It'll be 20K next bull run. Yeah, that's what happens. Everybody runs away when the bear market starts. Nobody watches. I wouldn't even say we're in a bear market right now. It's just sideways consolidation. But when things aren't going up, people lose interest and they go back to playing video games or whatever the kids are doing nowadays, or adults. Like my actually. Most of my viewers are actually like 25 to 44 years of age. So they go back to doing whatever they were doing before when prices are going down. When then prices start going up, of course, they come back. So yeah, that's how it is in crypto. But guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap the stream up now. We've been going for over 1 hour. Again, before we do wrap it up, we got 19 viewers and only 11 likes. Just go ahead and hit that like button. I do greatly appreciate it. And let me switch my camera. So like I said, we're going to be more consistent videos every single day. So again, subscribe to Crypto Empire. Any questions, join the free Telegram group at the very least. If you want to get daily market updates, get trade alerts, deepen your knowledge with cryptocurrency, I have a full mini course inside of the Discord group. It is all included. If you want to check that out, all you need to do is head on over to cryptoempireco.io. That is the official Crypto Empire website. There is no other website. I offer no services anywhere else, so please do not fall for any scams out there. I have people impersonating me on YouTube, on Instagram, so that's not me. The only place where you can essentially get anything that I offer is on my own personal website. So go ahead, at least join, at least get the free ebook. If you're interested in stepping up your game, join the Discord group. Get it for $50 using the code FIRST25. You get that rate locked in. So I can't recommend that enough if you really want to take your game to the next level in crypto. So, yep, my name is Connor. This is Crypto Empire. Thank you for joining me on today's stream. And have a great weekend. Have a great Sunday, everybody. If you're across the world from me right now watching and it's already Monday, well then crush the day. Go out and do great things. And I will see you very, very soon. Thanks for tuning in.